So we will start at 10. I'm online.
Yes, sir.
And let us see how this session goes. We are looking forward to a very interesting talk from you with your
Yes,
vast
sir.
experience. So let us just wait 10 minutes when the students and all come in. We will start exactly at 10. Okay,
Yes,
sir?
sir. Yes, sir. No problem. This lecture for Kolasip district of Mizoram state of India has been arranged with support from Jobby sir. And thank you, sir, for such a wonderful support from such a distant place. And your initiative and appreciation will always help us to go around complete Mizoram and Northeast. So we will brief you on that once we go in session. But temporary, as you suggested, and I also personally feel, we will wait for another 5-10 minutes so that by sharp 10 o'clock we will start. Okay.
Okay. Right, sir. Okay, okay.
Okay. All participants, if it is not uncomfortable, kind start your attendance with the educational standard so that we can have range of education for whom I am addressing this particular lecture. And keep your mic and video off. After 10 o'clock, anybody switch on mic or video will be removed from this session. Okay. Yes, yes. That is fine. ते मला इथे दिसतंय. Archana Prajapati, stop sharing screen. You have to avoid such mistakes. Don't share screen anybody anytime. You will be removed. This is our today's session. We will wait for 5-10 minutes before we start. Session will run for 45 minutes. Just mark your attendance, every one of you. Putting attendance is putting your initial, putting your educational standard. That's all. So that I can understand.
Welcome, Professor Bharati.
Thank
We
you,
have
sir.
one of
Thank
our
you.
senior faculty members among us. Thank you. He has come before the students also.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
It is common instruction to all students, participants, teachers. Please switch off your mic and video. Okay. First 45 minutes after introduction, I'll be talking, and then we will go for question answer session if time permits and if you are interested. But then keep your mic video off. It makes sometime nuisance, and there is always problem of making presentation from students end which need to be avoided, and that is why you have to join this session if you go out by ask to join or join, not by present mode. present mode not to be used by you, it will be used by host who is presenting the session. तो गूगल मीट के बारे में इतनी थोड़ी सी जानकारी आप सबको होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि आजकल ऑनलाइन टीचिंग का ही जमाना है, तो आप ये सब चीज अच्छे से ध्यान में रखिए.
Santosh sir, I think I'll start.
Yes sir,
The
please.
introduction.
Yes sir.
Yeah, so that I will not run into your time. Okay.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Good morning, all participants. Good morning, all participants, and very good and warm welcome to our resource person and very active philanthropist, Dr. Santosh Takale, who is a senior scientific officer, scientist G at BARC, Mumbai. He is a Bachelor of Technology in Mechanical Engineering, an active researcher for the last more than 24 years in nuclear engineering at BARC, while also being involved in a private way in science communication and social and philanthropic activities. An expert in stainless steel welding, fabrication, manufacturing, etc. He's also popularly known for his science communication, human empowerment, eradication of superstition, universal brotherhood and world peace, with interest in science communication, literacy mission, social forestry, awareness about snakes, population control, making India corruption-free, organ donation, and in free lectures on astronomy, stargazing, snakes, career guidance, personality development, communication skills, and time and executive management. He has concentrated much efforts to reach out to especially the younger generation to inculcate innovative thinking, integration of nation with rational thinking, and to protect and conserve natural resources on humanitarian grounds with temperament in every human being to achieve a sustainable development for all of us. He has delivered more than 2,500 lectures so far on scientific temperament, addressing 1,030 locations and growing in as much as 295 out of 732 districts of our country. So far, he has not addressed any webinar at Ladakh. Otherwise, he has covered the whole country in all the states, even in the remotest northeastern region. All these lectures are delivered free of cost. And he has reached out to over 8.5 lakhs teachers, students, and general public through his talks. In 2007, he founded Takale Charitable Trust to further his social philanthropic activities. And in recognition of his extensive social activities, he's recipient of several awards, right from Panvel Bhushan in 2006, right up to Panvel Gaurav in 2013, and is still growing. I don't have the complete list with me right now. Today's webinar on Understand the Universe with Scientific Temperament for teachers and students, especially, we welcome everyone, but especially of the science and computer applications students and teachers of Government Scholarship in Mizoram. He has reached right from Mumbai to Mizoram. And this is in line with the Scientist Students Interaction Program. All his efforts are totally voluntary and free of cost. And while he has an credible online presence, he ensures his mobile is switched off during working hours. I must point that out because we are disturbed with our mobiles all the time. We thank him for sparing his valuable time and expertise during his very limited free time. Only Saturdays and Sundays he has free time to address and enrich all of us today in the webinar. And I'm sure, sir, that this will be a very groundbreaking, thought-provoking webinar from your side.
सर आपका आवाज अच्छे से नहीं आ रहा है.
ठीक है, मैं देख लूंगा उसको.
No, sir, you don't have to bother because I know network is a problem for some students, so they will not be able to hear it properly. Don't bother. Okay, your voice
Very
is quite
good,
clear
very
and
good.
audible.
Okay, sir. Right. Thank you. So we are very thankful to you, sir, for giving your time. You have very little free time, so thank you. And now we welcome Dr. Santosh Takale to kindly present his talk on understanding the universe with scientific temperament. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And exactly 10 a.m., sir has handed over me the dais. So it is wonderful that he is so well disciplined about time, so concerned about outsiders, or at least some knowledgeable people should reach Northeast. And his efforts, principal sir's effort from Government College Kolasib, that today's session is
Sir,
happening. And one thing you have to understand, those who switch on mic will be removed from session. Keep switch off your mic. This is the last warning for those who are switching on mic. Switch off your mic, switch off your video. If you don't feel this is audible to you, that is your network problem, not my network problem or not sir's network problem. See, we are sitting in a well networked area. This is very simple and straight statement once again. Those who switch on mic and video, irrespective of your level, irrespective of your age, irrespective of any formalities, we will remove you. Okay, so now I will not waste time in this. There is big team which is already working on supporting this particular event to remove nuisance people who don't follow discipline. In webinar, what is important is discipline. So we'll go ahead with today's session, that is understanding the universe with scientific temperament. We all understand that we live in a 21st century. So in 21st century, what is important is basically science and technology. People use science and technology day in and out, but they don't understand what is scientific thinking. And just see, now you all know we are going to have some webinar on Google Meet. So it is your fundamental duty that you should learn that application, so that whenever any scientist or any philosopher or any knowledgeable person talks to you for approximately 45 minutes, which is important lifetime for you and him also, you will not make nuisance because of your lack of knowledge. Many people are presenting, many people are making mic on, many people are making video on. They are not understanding that this is going to be trouble in between you and me, and in delivering and extending my knowledge domain to you. You may say here bluntly or feel that a lot of things are already on Google and why such speech and details are required. But if you can say same thing after my lecture, then probably I will stop my lecturing all over matlab, from hereafter. But this is not going to happen. That is my own experience after delivering 2,600 lectures all over India. Before COVID-19 crisis, I used to visit those places. I visited Mamit district of Mizoram. I visited approximately 36 districts of Northeast, from where like Anjao, Lower Subansiri, going to even North Tripura district, so many places. In plains like Middle India, I have covered approximately 2,500 places. So you can understand this lecture must have been appreciated by so many people, because it has got element of science, element of understanding the universe, and element of thinking, which has brought human generation to the present well-off place of living called 21st century. Now, there are a lot of people who don't understand how to live peacefully, but then that is their thinking problem, which can be improvised by science. And for some people, it will be something like a surprise element. आप बोलेंगे कि मैं सिर्फ इंग्लिश में ही बात करूंगा क्या? Then let me tell you very frankly, today's lecture is exclusively for Kolasib district of Mizoram, an initiative by Government College Kolasib. Others, many people have joined, and I appreciate their interest in science, technology, and my own lecture. But then in Mizoram, people understand English, Hindi parallelly. English, because the literacy rate is tremendous. It is the second highest literacy rate in India when they live in the mountains. And whenever you go to Aizawl or whenever you go around Mizoram, you will feel that covering 10, 12 kilometers takes double, triple, four times the times than our plain area like Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, Bangalore, even Assam. It is a plain area. So you have to understand, it is our fundamental duty as an Indian citizen to go around India first, to understand our brothers in Northeast, in Jammu Kashmir, in Kerala, in Lakshadweep, in Andaman Nicobar, and my science communication activity of my own has given me that particular opportunity by my own money. And that is how I appreciate. I had been to Northeast and I have learned so many new things about the human nature, what is important and why we are here in 21st century to become a good human. So today's talk is not philosophical. I'll not go much into this. I'll go into the understanding the universe, which you are going to like. In case you don't like, kindly communicate me by WhatsApp, but not now. This is our first slide. Like suppose I want to go to Assam. I will take flight from Mumbai. Suppose I want to go to Aizawl from some nearby place like a Kolasip. I'll not be taking flight. I'll be taking some other modes of transport like a bus or some other mode of transport like car. So suppose I want to go around universe, these all modes of transport may not be useful. I'll be using some system shown on your screen, which is space shuttle. Now suppose as a enthusiast of science and humanity, you have joined this session all around India, including Kolasip district. Then let me understand one small thing from your end. What is the weight of the space shuttle, which is look like Columbia, Apollo, or something like that? Then probably you will all be little bit surprised that, oh sir, we don't know because it has not been taught in our school colleges. This is not about the present. Aaj hamare audience mein, today our audience has 6th standard student also and PhD holder student who's heading the Krishi Vigyan Kendra of some specific district of Mizoram. So they are very, very senior even to me. Those scientists are also part of this particular lecture. But as youngest need to be satisfied with the knowledge first. So we will go to the level of 6th, 7th, 8th standard student who are here to listen. Now I'll be touching bit to Hindi and English because both languages are important. One is national language, other is a world's language. Other languages, kindly accept my apologies that I don't understand and not able to speak Mizo. So though the lecture is for Mizoram people, but I'm extremely sorry that I don't understand and will not be able to speak in Mizo. So we were talking that this particular space shuttle system is to be used for going around universe in a little, what you can say, detailing way. Then probably we need to know what is the weight. And we all know this is very, very heavy, works on something called Newton's third law of motion, but probably we don't know weight because we don't go into the such minute details of science and technology. So let me tell you some another example to explain you the physical might capability of human being. If you have motorcycle and if you are going in the markets, abhi presently Kolasip people have just come from market because Saturday is their market day. So suppose in market rush somebody is running with motorcycle with his family and suddenly somebody comes in and motorcycle falls on the road. Will he lift that motorcycle with a one hand? No, not probably with the two hands, because motorcycle is approximately 150-200 kgs of weight, and this is difficult to lift with a single human being because that is something limit of his physical strength or capacity. But then when I will say that the space shuttle shown on your screen is weighing approximately 21 lakhs kilogram. Space shuttle 75,000 kilogram, one SRB solid rocket booster 6 lakhs kilogram, another solid rocket booster 6 lakhs kilogram, and this particular fuel tank is 8 lakhs kilogram. Total weight is approximately 21 to 30 lakhs kilogram. It takes lift off from the Earth's surface, goes to skies, and launches something called man unmanned mission, and does something called launching of artificial satellite. And because of those artificial satellite, we are able to watch our TV. I am able to talk to you now from this place, Mumbai, even suburbs of Mumbai. My village is located 80 kilometers from Mumbai. My village is similar village, the village in Kolasip district exists, or some place in Nagaland or some place, because we have terrains of Sahyadri. So we have network problem, we have electricity problem, but I am able to talk to you from this end of India to the other northeast end called Mizoram because of only satellite launched by Indian scientists, which is now having artificial satellite in sky and delivering my signal to your mobile. So this all things are happening because the launching of artificial satellites is possible by lifting dead weight of 21 lakhs kilogram. Now you just tell me, 21 lakhs kilogram weight can be lifted by humans physical capacity. थोड़ा हिंदी में बात करता हूँ. आप सोचिए कहीं सैटेलाइट लॉन्च, स्पेस शटल लॉन्च. स्विच ऑफ योर माइक, स्विच ऑफ माइक, माइक स्विच ऑफ करिए, नहीं तो आपको निकाला जाएगा क्लास से. ओके, सो सर जस्ट सोचिए कि आपको एक स्पेस शटल आसमान में लॉन्च करना और वजन है 21 लाख किलो एंड पूरा इंडिया के लोग जमा हो गए और धक्का मार रहे. विल बी दैट लॉन्चिंग पॉसिबल? This is not possible because space shuttle systems are launched not by human beings' physical strength, but by mental ability. And this mental ability human beings have built, inculcated on his years of experience in on this earth. If he has gained so much of knowledge, he has developed his mind to that extent, the contribution goes to the something called education. An educationist means teachers. So what first important aspect of our today's lecture is, we have to take education seriously, which helps to develop and build the proper thinking ability of human beings. So, and the next person who need to be respected is teachers. So today's lectures has got first point to be remembered by all audiences. We are on earth to get something called education, and here to respect teachers who educate us. Now let us understand what is education. Education is not about gathering knowledge. It's about training of mind to think scientifically. What is it? It is something when your cat crosses your road, or when you land upon the 13th floor of building, or when you go into the dark forest in night time for some work, you don't have to be afraid of anything, because there is no evil spirit, or there is no bad omen, or there is nothing like bad number 13 or crossing of cat, nothing. So when you understand that the things you do are totally dependent on your own thinking and supporting factors from nature, then your education is in real direction. And that is why I said gathering knowledge, gathering degrees is not only about education. If you are superstitious, if you don't understand that your religion is humanity, you don't understand that your utmost priority in world is your own nation called India, then there is no point in having hefty or number of degrees with you. This, no, this fact is well understood by the people of India, and that is why, being such a diverse country, we people are living in this particular world with highest technological achievements, with so many other things. So let's not get into those details. We have understood that this particular space shuttle system, though very heavy, is built by the human efforts, and these humans are nothing but some people who have started their education from remote village, some Jilla Parishad school, and they have reached to the heights of being president of India by their own efforts. So effort is again a second important thing which we need to understand when we are going to understand the universe with a scientific thinking. So let's go further. Now suppose in our journey we want to know that when human beings started understanding things scientifically, then probably this photo will be useful. The name of the person present here is Galileo, the founder of something called observational astronomy. He is the person who has what? Is the person who has given scientific thinking in a practical terms to the humanity. How? By using that small telescope like things what is shown in the picture on your screen. That small telescope is only 2 centimeter in diameter. Adjacent one is 130 millimeter in diameter. But the things which Galileo observed are still visible through such small, even little bigger and little bigger. In case you haven't observed, आपने अगर टेलीस्कोप से कुछ कभी देखा नहीं है, तो उसको दिखाने की जिम्मेदारी मेरी, मुझे बुलाने की जिम्मेदारी आपकी. खर्चा, expenses has not to be done by you. Expenses will be done by me only. I love to spend my hard-earned money on science communication, because I personally feel that today my comfortable life is totally credit to science scientists and the great teachers of a world community. दुनिया में जितने भी अच्छे साइंटिस्ट, इंजीनियर, डॉक्टर हो गए, उनकी वजह से आज हम सुखी जीवन जी पा रहे हैं. So if this is the telescope, let us see what Galileo has seen approximately 400 years before through his telescope. Now in picture you understand it is a moon. Okay, what is just below moon, which is bright twinkling object, and you all will say that this is nothing but a star. But let me tell you frankly, friends, this is star or not, we will decide later. Let's go to the next slide. What is this? And you may say this is the phases of moon. But then let me correct you on two answers which are wrongly given by you. Initial one was not star. It was Venus planet. In Mizo language, you called something Changwing, something Changwine, something like that. I checked it on internet, and in Mizo language, moon, Venus, yani Shukra Graha is called something like this, which you call morning star or evening star. Now, when this small star-like object, which is planet Venus, is observed by telescope through telescope, he has seen these phases of Venus. Now, do you know previously that it was Venus and it was phases of Venus? Probably not. So, Venus phases were first observed by Galileo. This is Jupiter, and Jupiter, 4 moons are seen as a dot-like structure on this in this picture, and you'll be shocked again to know that this is also observed by Mr. Galileo 400 years back. There are approximately 65 plus natural satellites to Jupiter. 4 are visible by small telescope, which were seen by Galileo. Galileo observed very important thing, and that is basically rings of the Saturn. He observed and proved many things like a heliocentric model of the solar system, मतलब सूर्य केंद्री सिद्धांत कि भाई सूरज सेंटर में और पृथ्वी उसकी परिक्रमा करती है, ये बताने का काम जो है वो गैलीलियो ने किया. So probably you must have by that time must have understood that what I am trying to tell you. I am trying to tell you one very small thing, that Galileo has put efforts in 400 years back, which we are not still aware. Practically, we are not used telescope till date. It is not mistake of government. It is not mistake of your parents. It is not mistake of your teachers. It is lack of curiosity in students. If instead of celebrating birthday or instead of going to some 20 number parties in evening, if student request parents, I want to go to visit science center, I want to go and see moon by telescope, parents will do everything to satisfy such a curious needs of student. But students are not curious because somehow, somewhere, there is bit mistake in teaching methodology, bit mistake in education system, which now on improve by new education policy. But today's topic is not new education policy, so we will not talk about that. We will go further and try to understand. If we know today world is so beautiful, world is so vast, world is spherical, and we live on a tiny blue dot called Earth, then this understanding has started not only because of Galileo or Bhaskaracharya or Varahamihir or Albert Einstein or Isaac Newton or Thomas Alva Edison. It is common contribution of world scientific community, and there is no point in saying that this is my credit, that is my credit, because taking credit doesn't contribute much to the society and humanity. What is important is understanding the history in scientific way and understanding the science history in a scientific way. That is what yesterday PM Modi ji said when he was inaugurating the Vaibhav Summit. So understanding the history in a scientific way and understanding the science in a scientific way is today's motto or intent of today's lecture. So let's get to the origin of universe. But beforehand, when we talked about Galileo, do you know 400 years back, the person who initiated scientific movement by telling that whatever is written in religious book is not correct, and given so many discoveries to the world that today we live in a very comfortable conditions, Galileo was put into the jail for 16 years of his life. He died blind, but then no tomb or smarak or statue was erected in his name, because because that time people were not understanding that science and technology is much, much, much beyond any fanatic. You understand, those who follow religious thinking blindly. Religions are there to make human beings real human. They inculcate ethical and moral values in human, but it doesn't mean that somebody says 13 number is wrong, or somebody some good human being is a bad spirit, then you will start following blindly. You are not supposed to follow anything blindly that is not told by Santosh Takle or Albert Einstein or CV Ramanji. It is told in Indian Constitution, clause 51AH, that all human beings in India as an Indian citizen will foster and inculcate scientific thinking. What is scientific thinking? Is believing on the things which has got scientific base, which has got some evidences that this is truth, and this is not something nonsense spread by some misunderstood phenomena of nature. So if you understand this, मुझे थोड़ा आप माफ कर दीजिए. I am not speaking much in Hindi because there are some people who want to have lecture in English because it is most of the people who understand, but it doesn't mean that today is last lecture. This is my 2700 plus lecture, and another 2700 lecture I will deliver before I die. So you have a lot of time to understand lectures in Hindi, Marathi, and other languages as and when I deliver those lectures, this lecture in that particular language. So let's go and understand what is this picture is about. Origin of universe is about origin of universe in which we live in one small solar system, in which we live on a small planet called Earth, in which we live in a small country called India. And some people live in Mizoram, some in Maharashtra, some in Assam, some in Madhya Pradesh, some in Shivpuri. So we have to understand that these all things are initiated not by some supernatural. It is initiated by natural. And that is what Galileo was telling, and people penalized him because they were mightiest at that time. So what origin of universe says? Origin of universe says that whole universe must have originated from small energy source by fundamental called Big Bang. But now how scientific phenomena are difficult to understand. Just imagine, wherever you are studying, आप जहाँ पढ़ रहे हो वहाँ आपके घर के या स्कूल के पीछे, that particular place behind your school or your residence has got small mountain range. और इस mountain range को आपको दबा दबा के या साफ करके वहाँ पे एक छोटी city बनानी है. Then removing mountain range and placing one new city there is a Herculean or difficult task, because removing complete mountain will generate double the what clay rocks than what it was hiding inside because of the dense nature. तो अगर पूरे माउंटेन को हम दबा दबा के एक टेनिस बॉल इतना बनाना चाहते, सपोज वी आर ट्राइंग टू कन्वर्ट complete mountain to one tennis ball size ball, is it possible? Not for us and present technology. Is it possible for Doraemon? Then you all will say, yes, sir, it is possible. Now, young students are there, so I am giving this example which will make them happy by listening name of Doraemon. So let me tell you very frankly that Doraemon is not the real character, it is science fiction character. And science fiction character is obviously something extended version of science he is telling. So Doraemon can do, but we cannot convert one mountain to one tennis ball. Then how you all expecting that whole universe must have come from the one small source of football size energy ball? This is what is explained in a science and technology. This is what you will understand when you study 5-10 years science after your 10th and 12th. By just reading one religious book, you will not understand this complicated phenomenon. You will start doubting it. So first thing is, believe in nature and natural laws which are studied in science up to 10th standard. You don't need to be science fellow, or you don't need to be BC, or you don't need to be some PhD holder to understand scientific thinking. So if origin of universe is scientific phenomena, and people believe so many non-scientific superstitions in the world, not only in India, all over the world, then the people like Galileo, or people like, you may not be knowing certain names like Dr. Narendra Dabholkar, these people will suffer because they tell about scientific thinking. Now, what is scientific thinking? Scientific thinking is that nothing will happen by supernatural grace. Everything happens by natural phenomena, by understanding the nature, Mother Earth, and it rules regulation attached to the physical and chemical things happening. अब ये थोड़ा complicated हो गया, इसमें जाएंगे नहीं. We'll try to understand if this is the origin of universe, how old is our universe? This is the age. Now all you are able to see that big number, which is I'm highlighting and making little bigger. This is that number. 13.7 billion years is the age of our universe, and our universe is there since such a long period. If I will ask you, 13.7 billion means how old is exactly? 13.7 means how many zeros to be given on 13.7. And in my last 2600 lectures, people have mistaken tremendously that I can summarize it that 90% time I got wrong answer. So presently I will tell you what is it. It is approximately correctly 9 zeros on 13.7. So after giving 9 zeros on 13.7, what we get is a billion, and this billion number is so huge that if I start tracing it back by taking some time machine from Doraemon, then I will see the wonders of universe forming and reaching to today's beautiful world. So let's go back. सोचिए, आज हम डोरेमोन से टाइम मशीन लेके 13.7 अरब साल पीछे जा रहे हैं कि ब्रह्मांड का निर्माण कैसे हुआ देखने. So we take time machine from Doraemon, go back 75 years around, and we see that lot of happenings are taking in India, and we are getting independence from some tyrant rule called British rule. So this is where we had lot of corruption free behavior people, like honest people, patriotic people working for the society, country to come up. But most of them were not scientists. Most of them were just BA graduates. But those BA graduates have formed our nation and brought it to that particular stage where we are living comfortably, because the standard of education and interest of the student at that time was very good. Today, BA people say we don't get jobs because BA has no value. But please try to understand, every learning, whether it is a cooking, whether it is a doing some farming, whether it is a learning some Archimedes principle or learning driving, has got tremendous value because these are the life skills. So learning is about life skills. And when 75 years India had very few people, we were just graduates, then also because of the wonderful thinking towards positivity and great making nation great, they could snatch the independence from the Britishers. Now we'll go little back. Suppose today so many students, approximately today we have 75 participants. Now these 75 participants are attending webinar, all are going to schools. So 75 years back there was school. But do you know that way if I go around 175 years back and I will go around India, I will find some schools, some students going who are male, matlab boys, but there is no girls school for India. Then the first person who came up with a girls school was from Maharashtra, Pune, Jyotirao Phule, Savitribai Phule. They started school in 1848, which most of the Indians don't know. Indians know so many nonsensical things that this fellow started, that fellow started, they will put it on the internet. You will be shocked to know. Just week back, I put it on Wikipedia that who has started first girls school in India. So in timeline for the woman education in world, the contribution of India was missing. I have to add it, though I am technical scientist, I have to put philosophical and education related thing on internet just to make people aware. And that is why this lecture is also going on. So 175 years back, jab Phule's family has started girls education, they were troubled like anything by society. But because of their efforts and continued efforts by government and people of India, today all girls are going to school. The literacy rate, which is the second highest of the Mizoram today, has got 50% contribution of the, of course, girls. Today, Kalpana Chawla, when we talk, Kiran Bedi, when we talk, such big peoples are there only because of the contribution of the education system, which started evolving 175 years back for the women of India. So you understand this. If you understand this part, then let's go back. If I go approximately 300 years back, then we have great ruler of Maharashtra, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. If I go approximately 600 years back, Then in 14th century, we have great rulers or great people who were helping community in Punjab, like Guru Gobind Singh, Guru Nanak Ji. If I go 1400 years back from now, then I will meet Paigambar in Mecca and Medina. And if I go 2000 years from now, then obviously I will meet Jesus Christ, who has initiated Christianity. And the foundation was love, kindness, and helping humanity to grow. But today's understanding of Christianity or Islam or Sikhism or anything is not purely of humanity. Now, this is not end of all religions. We have crossed 2000 years, so we have reached to the zero of this present century. So we go back little. If I cross zero, I will enter into the era called BCE. In BCE, 200 years I go, means from today, 2200 years back I go. Then in Odisha region, I will find Samrat Ashok. If I go little beyond in the Bihar and northern part of the India, another 50 years, means 2250 or 2300 years, I will meet Chandragupta Maurya, Acharya Chanakya, Porus, Alexander the Great. If I go 2400 years from now, I will meet Pythagoras, who meets in geometry. I'll go 2600 years from now, I'll meet Gautam Buddha, who initiate very important religion, that is Buddhism. Buddhism is one of the simplest, very important religion because it actually promotes non-violence. A non-violence element taken by all religion in future is the actual giving of Indian subcontinent or Bharatiya Sanskriti. Now suppose 2600 years back we had Gautam Buddha and most of the religions I have covered, then I will add another 1000 years, then 3600 years back Vedas were written, which is the basic building block of the Hindu Sanskriti or Hindu religion or Hindu way of life. Now, are Vedas about only puja part, rituals and other things? No. Vedas are about scientific discoveries which takes us to something called Vedanga Jyotish, and it is about astronomy, not astrology. Astronomy is doing calculation to understand the time cycle of seasons, time cycles of the eclipse, time cycles of the various phases of moons. In short, it is understanding the clock of universe. So if this is the understanding of the clock of universe and was known to our ancestor 3600 years back, then how we can say that our India was completely superstitious all time? If anybody says that Indians are superstitious, that is absolutely wrong statement, and we need to prove it not by argument. We need to prove it by our behavior, by our knowledge, and our habits of inculcating scientific thinking. But people nowadays take science, scientific thinking in all wrong direction. They will believe something which doesn't exist, and they will not believe on their friends, well-wishers, their mother, their father, who has done everything in their life. So scientific temperament is not against humanity. Science and scientific temperament goes with humanity. And here, simple, wonderful thing that we have just covered 3,000-4,000 years of humanity, and all religions have undercover. Now, remaining 13.7 billion years, I have to run without this religion and all related misconception. So let's run little further. 3600, I add another 1500, I reach to the civilization where human beings have built toilet bathrooms. That is Mohenjo-daro and Harappa civilization, part of Indian subcontinent. Now I will not move so slow. First thing is, don't get bored. I know the things I am telling is not part of your expectation. आप सोच रहे थे यूनिवर्स के बारे में बोल रहा हूँ, बीआरसी का साइंटिस्ट हूँ, then I will talk about nuclear reactor, something nuclear bomb. But let me tell you very frankly, when you work in a very important premier research organization of country, you are not supposed to talk anything about that particular organization when the nation is in some specific important consideration. So आज हम बिल्कुल न्यूक्लियर साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी की बात नहीं करेंगे. जितना बोलने की हमें परमिशन है, whatever we are allowed to speak about nuclear technology, which is or has tremendous useful peaceful uses for the humanity, we will discuss in the next lecture. Today we'll talk about astronomy, so please bear with me for another half an hour. Now we have talked about that we have reached to the Mohenjo-daro and Harappa 5,000 years back. I will add another 10 multiple. So I will multiply 5,000 by 10. I will go 50,000 years from now. And there will be small, so many things which haven't documented by human history. But there are a lot of things which we find when we dig out the earth. Abhi 50,000 I multiply by 10, then I will go to the level of 5 lakhs year old phenomena. By chance you remember? I know most of the you don't remember, because though Indians keep saying that India is diverse, we love India, but they don't go around India. Like very rarely Northeast people visit plains, and very rarely plains people visit Northeast. I am of strong opinion, if somebody gives me opportunity at a government level, I will make it compulsory for every Indian to visit at least 5, 6 another states in a remote places, so that he understand India in a real sense. So to understand India in a real sense, suppose everybody has to go around India, then he will certainly visit one important astronomical sites in India, located in Maharashtra's Buldhana district, called Lonar Lake. Lonar Lake has been formed because of some meteoritic impact or some volcanic eruption happened 5.5 lakhs year before. So this is timeline of universe. 5.5 lakhs years हम पीछे गए, लोनार लेक देखा, अभी हम और पीछे जाएंगे. Now, by chance, anybody remembers anything beyond 5.5 lakhs year and before 13.7 billion years? You all remember. Because everybody, whether he's from Kolasip district, he's from Shivpuri, or he's from Unokti, or he's from West Garo Hills, he has always seen one movie called Jurassic Park. So he has seen the heroes of Jurassic Park, that is dinosaurs. And you all know dinosaurs were there on Earth, and these dinosaurs has not taken birth with human beings. They have got into the existence 20 crore years before, and they got vanished, or they got extinct approximately 6.5 crores, means 65 million years before. If you take the little detailed understanding of their existence, you will start misbelieving or start living all superstitions. Just try to understand one small thing. Human beings exist on Earth approximately 25 to 50 lakhs years. Dinosaur existed 20 crore years before and got extinct 6.5 crore years before. So they existed approximately 13.5 crore years on Earth, which happens to be 1350 lakhs years. If dinosaur could survive on Earth for 1350 lakhs years without any support from any of the superstitions and misconceptions related to religion, then why can't human beings overcome all superstitions, divert their efforts to humanity, divert their efforts to the unity of not only India, unity in human beings, that is humanity, and then start working and spending their money, energy, and time for the betterment of society? If this starts happening, another 5 years, India will be number one economy. In another 5 years, Indians will be well appreciated all over. My best experience of Northeast is that in Northeast, being not so developed places, you are free to go anywhere, anytime without locking anything. What is that? I was visiting Arunachal Pradesh and returning, and in night time we had bound to take some dinner, so we visited some place, and that time our driver kept our vehicle open. So we just requested him that close that windows and lock the vehicle. He said, it is sir Northeast. यहाँ पे कभी चोरी नहीं होता है, कोई जानबूझ के आपकी चीज चुराएगा नहीं. We were shocked, but we were interested in trying that particular thing. And every time we got the best results, what was expected, what was unexpected. हम लोग ये मुंबई में कर सकते हैं क्या? हम लोग ये पूना में कर सकते हैं क्या? हम लोग दिल्ली में कर सकते हैं क्या? बेंगलोर में कर सकते हैं क्या? चेन्नई में कर सकते हैं क्या? गुवाहाटी में कर सकते हैं क्या? But it is happening in the remote places of Northeast, means people are good, they are beautiful by nature, but that beauty need to be taken out by individual if it is getting good surrounding. ये अच्छी सराउंडिंग देने का काम टीचर्स का है, पेरेंट्स का है, सोसाइटी का है, पॉलिटिशियंस का है, गवर्नमेंट का है. And my contribution is that I want to just tell people that start thinking scientifically and most of your problems will get solved. So if dinosaur existed, they died 20 crore years back. They were existing on Earth, which has got its existence 4.6 billion, means 460 crore years back. And Earth got its existence from something called universe. That universe is 13.8 means 1380 crore years old. This is the origin of universe, which is in front of you in one slide. And now you will be shocked to know in this slide there is no supernatural which exists and which you are afraid of. There is no ghost. There is no dragon. There is nothing like evil spirit. You don't have to be afraid of some witch, and you don't have to run behind some witch hunt. People may behave some irrational or carry some irrational fears, but in 21st century, if you have irrational fears, then really speaking, you are not worth using the scientific equipment. क्या बोलना चाह रहा हूं मैं? What I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say some small thing which says that if you use TV, if you use motorcycle, if you have mixer grinder, if you have air conditioner at home, you have fan at home, then neither Jesus Christ, neither Muhammad Paigambar, neither any great saint from Hinduism or Christianity or Buddhism had any liberty of using TV or motorcycle or aeroplane or space shuttle. But today, common man has got mobile only courtesy of science, scientists, and the hard-working human beings feeding them called farmers. So we need to respect farmers. We need to respect laborers. We need to respect technicians. But we respect corrupt politician. We respect drug peddler hero heroines. And then we start thinking that nation will grow. That is impossible unless until we ourselves get positive. So now let's come out of this universe thing and let's get into something called solar system. Before that, just put in your chat box, I want to check. Are you getting bored? Because I'll be continuing for next half an hour at least. So मुझे जानना है कि आप बोर हो रहे हो क्या? चैट बॉक्स में लिखिए. बोर हो रहा है बोल रहा है, यस लिख रहा है. नो, ओके, चलो. यादव अलका जी ने लिखा नो, बोर नहीं हो रहे हैं. देन बहुत सारे लोग नो सर. ओके, मतलब मैं कंटिन्यू कर सकता हूँ. वेरी गुड. ओके, थैंक यू. तो आप लोग जो इतने 80 people are listening carefully, we will just glance through now next part of our universe, and which says the solar system is also naturally made. It is not ignited every morning by some supernatural fellow. It is not burning because of some coal or a kerosene or some other things. It is running because of hydrogen fusion reaction, and this hydrogen fusion is practically tried in some project called ITER, International Thermonuclear Reactor, which is also supported by India and the places like a BRC. तो हम BRC वाले हैं, इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ प्लाज्मा रिसर्च है, IPR, ये सब लोग इंटरनेशनल प्रोजेक्ट्स में सपोर्ट करते हैं, काम करते हैं, और वहां से ये प्रेरणा लेके आते हैं. द इंडियंस आर नॉट लेसर देन एनीबडी. बट देन व्हाट वी सी, people going around temple, mosque, church and fighting for no reason without giving any contribution to humanity and expecting that India will be number one by just such movement only. So please come out. What you are seeing in your slide is sun, which is naturally made, and while it's making or when it is taking shape, it has just thrown away 1% of kachra, that is dust and other things which has formed the planetary system. But now what is people's understanding? People understanding is they go around some Baba, they go around some other people and Mullah Mauli, and then they start following some rituals related to wearing some rings, wearing some taviz, wearing some tika, wearing some topi. And what they do with that? They feel that wearing such artificial made to order appliances by some fellow will make them successful in life. Means what? That if you wear some ring of some planet, if you wear some taviz by some Maulana ji, or you wear some cross by some holy person, you will be successful. Does APJ has that particular thing? That Vivekananda wore any something like this? Then you will come to the conclusion that probably we need to follow the highest youth leaders of India, and one of them is Swami Vivekananda, who told world that human beings are the architect of their own destiny. इंसान ही उसके भाग्य का खुद विधाता है. कैसे? Let us take one example. Just go back 80-90 years. We will visit now Chennai, somewhere Rameshwaram. And in Rameshwaram, you will find that one small kid is trying to study well, trying to understand religious teaching, and want to do something for society. So to help out his parents, he tried to sell newspapers, studied well, then joined BSc, completed BSc, completed engineering, and then he was trying to become fighter plane pilot. But somehow he missed that opportunity because he was rejected out of 9 seat, 8 seat. It has his merit list number was some 9. So he didn't do suicide. He did not took gun and become terrorist. He put more efforts and joined some organization called DRDO. And he didn't do time pass there. He didn't sleep in the daytime. He didn't even sleep in the night time. What government people do. He worked day in and out. He made missile for India, called Missile Man of India. Later on, given Bharat Ratna. Then he was put into the presidentship of India. Selected, elected, first president probably. And now everyone says that Dr. APJ Kalam was and will be the best president of India. Now, anytime you think that what was his religion, what was his physical beauty, what was his muscle size, what type of toothpaste he was using. But so many hero heroines will come and tell you nonsense things. They will tell you, please learn coding at the age of 2 years. So then now you have to really understand if the great personality like Vivekanand ji, great personality like Jesus Christ, great personality like Muhammad Paigambar, they did not like unnecessary show off of the religion. They believe in humanity, they live in a simplicity, and that is why we follow their life. Taking something alcoholic every evening, taking so much of non-veg for no reason, taking so much of unnecessary thought process which are related to divert you from your actual target of life is really somewhere related to the religion. It is not related to religion, but it is a selfish interest of collective interest of some human beings, which is spoiling not only nation, it is spoiling humanity. And that is what we seeing on our borders. So yeah, agar this you can understand, then you have to understand that what Vivekananda said, what APJ Kalam is a good example, is simply about believing in yourself, working hard towards goal by planned systematic efforts. तो आपके प्लानिंग को गाइडेंस कौन देगा? Your planning guidance will be given by Santosh Takle. If you are interested, you can form one science group of your own village, your own tehsil, block, or district. I'll be the happiest person if you form some science group, add me in that WhatsApp group, and then you start discussing the scientific matters. I will help you out for all scientific discussions. Though my day has got limited period, but I love to be with you because I know you are going to be tomorrow's Modi, APJ Kalam, and Swami Vivekananda and Mother Teresa. But then it is not about joining some courses which are heavily paid by your parents. It's about browsing the Google with your parents and learning the new things. So if this is the sun, which is giving us 1450 1500 watt per square meter free of cost, इतनी एनर्जी सूरज हमको फ्री में देता है, and we are not able to even run our 200 watt bulb from it. मैं आपकी बात कर रहा हूं. I am not talking about the humanity. Humanity has trying and learn converting solar power to the electricity. But do the Mizoram people or Maharashtra's interior people or Mumbai people or Pune people are working on these scientific projects where all energy of sun can be used for the human benefit, and we don't need any other power plant, and we will need not depend on such power plant which do lot of pollution, which trouble humanity. But then people are not working on this. People are running behind unnecessary film stars, sportsmen. See, playing sports is an important thing. It is told by every good human being. But just watching sports on a TV is something absolutely nonsense, which I feel. Watching anything which is not going to develop your brain and muscles is of no use. So if you want to be good youth of India, you have to believe in Mother Earth and nature and respect the advices of the people, which will be useful to the humanity. So now many people, when we are traveling through this journey of universe, Earth, solar system, may ask you one childish question, which is, according to them, is a great question. And that question is, how so many beautiful human beings have suddenly got existence on Mother Earth, when Mother Earth was approximately 4.6 billion years before, was a barren, hot, uninhabitable land. Now somebody will come with some book and he will tell you, Falana Falana has given us you existence. He has given you apple. He has given you lotus flower. He has given you some green cloth. Anything they will come up. Okay. And then they will give you plenty of explanations and they will do multiple PhDs on that. And then government will facilitate them with so many awards telling that he is the person who's really spreading the religion. Religion need not be spread. Religion is in your behavior and it is all about humanity. There is no definition. One definition which I want to tell in Sanskrit, Dhrudhara iti dharma. The human beings are groomed for the ethics and moral values by religion, then it is religion, because that is how it is going to support and protect the mother earth, which is the original originator of human being. Anybody has got doubt that without earth human beings would have existed in a present form? So start supporting our mother earth, start conserving the nature. So if somebody asks you such childish question, you tell them that there was a great person called Charles Darwin. There is a lot of documentative evidence and detailing in the human civilizations of the Hindu Sanskriti, which tells that we don't worship anybody else other than Mother Earth. And Mother Earth has given explanation after lot of studies by Darwin that there is something called evolution. And the evolution is the one phenomena by which human beings got existence. Then somebody may ask you, means human beings have come from the ape or human beings have come from the monkeys? Then because you are kid, you are 7th standard, 10th standard, 12th standard, you may say, yes, sir. Then he will say, there are a lot of monkeys going around in Mizoram's jungle. Then why can't you see them transforming? Then what do you expect? Suppose you will get hold of 2-3 monkeys, you will catch them in a cage and you will wait for the 6 months. Then suddenly their hairs will fall, their tail will fall. And one day they will ask for the dress so that they can go to school and colleges. Don't expect such sudden changes in evolution because it is not revolution. If evolution is such a fundamental which occurs on a lakhs and crores of years, then we have to watch it scientifically. And science says that if the ape ape has come from monkey and ape has given rise to the humans, then somebody may ask, okay, let us believe that. But then from where the hell monkey came? Then you can say it, they came from the some sarisrip, matlab रेंगने वाले जीव, reptiles. And these reptiles must have come from some other, and some other must have come some other. And that is how, suppose you keep going back, then what you will find? Then somebody may ask you, from where the hell you got life from the non-life things? Then you can tell them bluntly, it is water. It is taught in your 7th standard book. So if it is a water, then they may ask you, from where the hell you got water? Now don't tell them that it's a Brahmaputra river or Ganga river or Amazon river. You have to tell them that water is H2O. And H and O are available in abundance in the universe. Then they may ask you, from where the hell you got H and O? Then you have to tell it's not only H and O. We have another 118 brothers of H and O. And that 118 elements are housed in one table called Mendeleev's table. And that 118 elements take birth not in some mandir, masjid or church. They take existence in the nuclear furnace of living and dying stars. अभी ये चीज के लिए आपको गूगल देखना पड़ेगा. आज इतना ही समझ लो कि ये जो सारे एलिमेंट है ये तारों की फ्यूजन फैक्ट्री में पैदा होते हैं. And these elements which has got existence must have met somewhere, got given existence to water, and that water must have come to earth by some meteoritic impact or comet impact, and then you have existence of amino acids, and then amino acids got converted in a lots of period year to some living existence of single to multi, and multi to multi karte karte to dinosaur. And this dinosaur got extinct only because of they were not worshipping. No, it is absolutely wrong answer. They got extinct only because some natural phenomena which is associated with the meteoritic impact. ये टूटता तारा देखते कि ना, shooting star. Mizoram and all places are so beautiful and so dry that probably your skies are the most beautiful sky. And the beautiful sky has got beautiful sight of sky. And beautiful sight of sky has got lots of stars, lots of planets, and lots of meteor shower. And these meteor showers make your life so beautiful that you will forget watching TV and nonsensical daily serials. So watching shooting star is a really, really great opportunity. Such shooting stars comes with a little bigger size and hits the earth, then it's become our final destination. तो ये फाइनल डे जब डायनासोर ने देखा, somewhere around 65 million years back, they got extinct. But in life cycle and evolution process, Earth got again comfortable and habitable, and some life species of this kind started evolving. But when this species was evolving, they were not having big size of, they were not having any big size of their body. They were not having any claws. They were not having any strong jaws like a lion. Neither they were having big size like a dinosaur. Neither they were having venom like a snakes. Neither they could fly. Neither they could hide underwater like a fish. So what this species will do? They started using their brain power instead of only muscle power. Okay, voice is breaking. Just give me a second. My network must have gone. Voice is okay? Okay, I'll continue. So we were talking about that this species has starting efforts on their brain, and brain started developing. They developed some small weapons from the lakda, that is from the wood and plants and trees, and then they started using stones because of its more strength. They started developing some metal industry of their primitive age. They finally started habiting some animals which are domestic type, cattle and all. They started doing building of houses, farming, so that they can live in a comfortable, safe zone. This has happened only 10, 20,000 years back. And then 5,000 years back, civilizations with a good houses. Then 200 years back, they have gone into the industries called industrial revolution. 60 years back, they got into something called computer revolution. And then 30 years back, they got into some mobile revolution. And now that species called human being is controlling whole of the world with not somebody's supernatural grace. They're controlling the world with their brain power. So what is conclusion of today's part one of the lecture? Part one of the lecture is about telling you human beings got existence because of Mother Earth, and Mother Earth got existence because of the natural process. It is fundamental duty of every human being to understand the science of nature. We need not respect unnecessary religious people and nonsensical corrupt politicians, but we need to respect teachers, hardworking human beings. They may be farmers, they may be laborers, they may be some technicians, they may be some motor garage mechanic, but you need to respect human beings which are working hard. And then you need not protect any religion and religious book and religious places. You need to protect natural resources. Matlab, what I observed, and which is really bad, and kindly accept my apologies beforehand. When I visited Nagaland, when I visited Mizoram, I was really shocked to see that such a wonderful and beautiful and scenic places do not have much of the birds, do not have much of the other species, because there is a hunting. People do hunting and they feel that it is something. Bhuvan Bhani Khanikar. Khanikar has muted me. Okay. Barman Khanikar. Barman Khanikar, don't do such nonsensical thing. Okay. Problem is that your nonsensical thing is disturbing others. You may be some great person, but here everybody is great. That is what we are learning today. So I was trying to tell you that hunting is a bad habit and it is illegal and need to be avoided by all people who live in a mountain area. Why, you know? Because mountain areas are the places where the cycle, life cycle के जो species है ना, birds, butterflies, then forest animals, they really survive. The Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, we are the most culprit people who are not taking care of nature. I live in a Karnala bird sanctuary, but people are buying and selling lands as if it is their personal property. And government is silent because government is also getting good number of share from this. So we need to get good educated. We need to be in a hierarchy. We need to be part of organization where we will be able to protect Mother Earth. This is our fundamental duty. This is what is real religion. And this is what is the real culture of Northeast people and the Mizoram people. So if you understand this, we will go to the next part, which is little smaller version. I will just make you go through our universe to make you understand how big is our universe. You know this. But why I'm emphasizing on this? To just make you aware that our universe is beautiful, it is quite big, but people misunderstand that these planetary bodies affect us. These planets do not affect us. You don't have to wear any rings. And by Newton's law, suppose you try to follow this particular thing, you will understand that these particular things are absolutely irrational. What we are seeing here is Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Sizes 4,800 kilometers, 12,000 kilometers, 12,750 kilometers. Mars is 6,600. What you see is a Jupiter and Saturn, which are quite bigger than Earth, and 1,300 Earth can go in a Jupiter, 700 Earth can go in Saturn. Now, this is Saturn with its beautiful ring, which can be observed through telescope. If you really want to see the telescope, you can call anybody who has got telescope around you, or please, please, please allow me to deliver lecture in every district of Northeast, and then I will take leave from my office, come with my telescope to Mizoram and nearby areas, and I'll make you see lot of beautiful things available in sky. All money expenses will be done by me. Don't have to bother. I'm sufficiently paid by government as a nuclear scientist, and I feel that my money is a government property. So I use it for a lot of philanthropic purposes. You can search Santosh Takle on Google and you will get feeling about it. Today's one homework to you is to make the science group or make group which is going to conserve and protect the nature, and you will be adding me to that group. So we were talking about sizes of planets. Now we are seeing the sun. What you can see here is the sun can accommodate 10 lakh Earths. Suppose by chance you think of wearing rings of Jupiter and Saturn and some Venus, then probably you have to wear tractor tire in your neck as a sun's ring, which you are not going to do. Then ring and tavis and all nonsensical things, you have to come out. So if you come out of these misbeliefs, then you will understand the beauty of nature. This sun is visible in daytime, so stars are not visible, but you can see plenty of stars in a night time, and you may say they are infinite, but they are not infinite. Night time you can see maximum 5 to 6,000 stars, and these all stars are quite bigger than sun. And here are the picture. Sun is quite tiny in front of Sirius. Sirius is a bit tiny in Pollux, and Pollux is bit tiny in front of Arcturus. Abhi sun is not almost visible in front of Vesta and Betelgeuse, which are the simple plain stars in our sky and can be easily seen by naked eye in night sky. So if you are going to wear some tire in your neck for the sun size, then Betelgeuse and Antares you just think of and you will die laughing. So if you understand this, then you have to understand planets do not affect individuals, humans' life. You don't have to be superstitious to spend your hard-earned money in this nonsensical belief. Let's go further. Now this is our house called Milky Way galaxy. That is our own galaxy. And in this galaxy, suppose I want to travel from one end to other end. Let us understand what is it has got. This particular Milky Way galaxy has got approximately 200 billion solar system. Yellow spot is not sun, whatever you are seeing in picture. It is a location of solar system. Blue circle is the boundary of Milky Way galaxy. Now suppose I want to count the diameter of Milky Way galaxy. Now suppose I want to count the diameter of the Milky Way galaxy, and that is particularly this distance. You see this red spot? So this red light distance, suppose I want to calculate, that is diameter of the Milky Way galaxy. Then you can say you can go on motorcycle. Then I will be able to travel only 20-30 kilometers per hour. I go by car, it's a 50 kilometers per hour. Train 100 kilometers per hour. Aeroplane 1,000 kilometers per hour. Space shuttle 65,000 kilometers per hour. If I travel by 65,000 kilometers per hour, that is 16 to 17 kilometers per second, I'll be able to go around Earth in a 40 minutes. But for your kind information, this speed is quite small in comparison to the light. And light moves at not only 16 kilometers per second, it moves at 3 lakhs kilometers per second. And this 3 lakhs kilometers per second speed of light is such a tremendous that you can go around complete Earth in only 1 second, or in other way, 1 second is sufficient to go around Earth at least 7.5 times. That is the speed of light, and that light speed, suppose I'm using to go around this red line which I have drawn, that is the diameter of our Milky Way galaxy. Then, for your kind information, if you think that my journey will end in a minute or hour or day or month, you are wrong. My journey will continue for 1 lakh year. The diameter of Milky Way galaxy is a 1 lakh light year. What is it? 1 lakh into 365 into 24 into 60 into 60 into 3 lakhs. Answer is 1 with 18 zeros is the diameter of Milky Way galaxy in a kilometers. If this is Milky Way galaxy, then probably you will be shocked to know that this Milky Way galaxy is younger brother of big galaxy called Andromeda galaxy. So this is Andromeda galaxy. This Andromeda galaxy's diameter is not 1 lakh light year. It is 1,80,000 light year because it has got not 200 billion solar system. It has got 400 billion solar system. So you may think these are the only 2 galaxies. No, these are all galaxies, not in universe. These are the galaxies which are just hiding behind your hand. What I mean, if you raise your hand, keep it in front of your eye, at least 2 feet away, and suppose you look at sky, then sky's small portion will be hidden behind your small palm. आपके हाथ के पीछे आकाश का छोटा सा हिस्सा छुप जाएगा अगर आप हाथ बढ़ा के आँख के सामने रखेंगे 2 फीट की दूरी पे. That small portion of sky has got this photograph, which is taken with a 24 hours exposure by Hubble Space Telescope. What it has got? It has got 3,500 galaxies. So you may ask, so where is our galaxy? So I will show enlarged view of this particular picture. Just imagine, this is that picture. Now what you are seeing is middle 2 spots. Okay, middle 2 spots. I am talking about this thing. Are you able to see that red portion? That red portion has got 2 galaxies. One galaxy which is this diameter. Other galaxy is this diameter. So one is 1 lakh light year, other is 2 lakh light year. That is, one is Milky Way galaxy, other is Andromeda galaxy. The distance between these 2 galaxies is 22 lakhs light year. And now you are going to be shocked that with such a small distance extending to 22 lakh year, then you may ask, from one corner of this picture to other corner of this picture, how much time it is going to take. Before that, let me tell you that what is shown here. Here it is 1 palm which is hiding the small portion of sky, and this has got approximately 3,500 galaxies. Then this 3,500 galaxy behind your palm is a nothing contribution to the universe, because universe has got 100 billion galaxies. You may say, this much? This is the end of universe. This is the size of universe. Then let me tell you very frankly, 100 billion galaxies is only 5% visible matter of the universe. 95% is a dark matter and dark energy. That is black hole and related things. So if we go summarizing that out of 100, 5% is a 100 billion galaxy. One galaxy is a Milky Way galaxy, in which 200 billion solar system, in which one solar system we have got 8 planets, and in that small planet, one of the average planet is Earth, which has got approximately 12,750 diameter, and in this 12,750 diameter and whole of circumference 40,000, 29% is a land surface, 71% is a water surface. In this 29% land surface, we live in a small portion called a country, India, which has got 17.8% of the world population, which are diverse, that they have got approximately 6,500 different languages to be spoken among them officially. Unofficially, thousands of languages, especially Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland. Every mountain has got its own language. So this is the story of India itself, which is the totally nice representative of world, and we keep fighting on a language, religion, state boundary, district boundary. We keep fighting on saying that he is not allowed to stay in our area because he has come from some other place. whatever is acceptable as per national constitution has to be followed, because the foremost religion of India is Indian constitution, India's penal code, and India's rules regulation. If you understand this part of my presentation, just note down my number. This number is a WhatsApp number. You have to introduce yourself. You have to put your questions. And in case you are interested, please follow one guideline which is important for this lecture. This lecture by chance I'm audible. Okay, thank you. I'm audible. There is some network problem. I live in a village. So my problem is that I live in a village, so I face tremendous electricity and network problem. So as I'm audible, I want to just summarize today's session. In case you didn't like any of my thought, please send WhatsApp message. If you like my thought, please give your review on Google by typing Santosh Takle and giving your review. In case you want to work with me for science and technology, for humanity and for India, you form one group and put me in that group. We will try to do a lot of work around your place. I will try to visit your place. Very important thing is, finally, you are going to be your well-wisher, your contributor who is going to make your future and humanity's future. So my interest is to address every district in India. Till date, in last few years, I have succeeded in addressing 300 districts of India. Still 440 districts of India to be addressed. I'll be very happy if you arrange my lecture in every district of India. I don't charge single penny. I am free in evening 9 p.m. I am free in Saturday, Sunday, complete day and night. So my availability for all district lecture is evening 9 p.m. Daily one lecture can be taken 9 to 10 p.m. And there is availability on Saturday, Sunday, complete day. So 3-4 lectures can be taken in one day. Remaining districts of India, I request to please organize my lectures on your interest topic so that I can deliver. But the science element has to be there. So in case you have noted my WhatsApp number, just put Santosh Takle on Google. You will get a lot of information. I thank you, Kolasip District Administration, Kolasip Government College, especially Bobby sir and Principal sir of the college, Kolasip College, Mizoram, for arranging my lecture. I am thankful and I will remain indebted to them forever. Now I request Bobby sir to take over in case he is available and kindly arrange remaining lectures in remaining 10 districts of Mizoram. Mamit district I have addressed, Kolasip I have addressed. Now remaining Sarchip, then Aizol and other things, Saifa and all, you can please organize. Thank you, sir. Please take over in case you are available, or else I will conclude from my side. Okay.
Yes, I am here.
Please, sir.
Thank you, sir, very much for a very, very exhaustive, very informative lecture. I was busy typing and typing so many points. I don't know. I've forgotten most of the points which I've written, typed in the earlier part. I've forgotten most of them. So I'm looking at a big, big word notepad file I've got regarding your talk. Thank you for choosing our college. And on behalf of the principal, our senior faculty members who are here, and the students, and as well as a lot of participants from other colleges all over, I think from Assam and from other places. I think we have some senior members also. Thank you very much, sir. And it is a very interesting, fast-paced, innovative talk. And I think it has left more questions in our minds than giving us any answers. Now, there was just a question, I think, from Kaushal Agarwal. If he's still in the group, if he's still on the webinar, he was asking about the expansion of universe and Big Bang theory. So Kaushal, are you here in the group? Can you just make a note on the chat box?
Sir, may I answer?
Yeah, please, sir, please. It's good for all
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah. So this is the single question we will take. As sir said, we have crossed the boundary of time. And very important thing is that this is really genuine question. So we will talk about expansion. I just touched upon, sir rightly said, because I don't want to go in the intricacies. I normally avoid it in the first session because so many young kids are there. 6, 7 standard should enjoy. Like, see, I crack a lot of jokes when it is in Hindi because Hindi and Marathi I'm too comfortable because I was born and brought up in that atmosphere. But Mizoram and other areas, people are quite comfortable with English, literacy rates and others. So I went into English. In case somebody is not happy with that, I kindly accept apologies. Now coming to answer. As far as expansion is concerned, it is the energy which is that making that expansion. So when I said 95% is a dark matter and dark energy is the element which is expanding this universe. And that is where we apply those laws where we say expansion is in this particular proportion, where that Albert Einstein's constant or steady state fundamental has fallen. So this is that expansion element which is inbuilt into the universe due to the initial phenomena, maybe Big Bang. Now coming to the other part which he talked about Big Bang. See, Big Bang is vastly and quite detailed explained on Google. Really interesting part is there is LHC, Light Hadron Collider, which works on the practical aspects of understanding the basics of universe formation. And those things are so wonderfully done by Indian and all world scientists that please start following this particular international project like ITER, International Thermonuclear
Sir,
Reactor. Don't switch on mic. You don't understand simple English, that is your problem. No switching off mic and switching on mic. And very important thing, this session will not continue for 5 hours. This is last answer because everybody is busy. A time limit need to be followed, but I am available. I'll be available to you till I die on my WhatsApp number. So you can put your questions there. If you are in so much hurry in gaining knowledge, then your knowledge will not last for long. Curiosity is important, but being unnecessary hurried because your parents pamper you too much is not expected from Indian citizen which has got such a wonderful culture of thousands of years. This you and your parents and your teachers should understand. Disturbing somebody when he's explaining is not acceptable. So I was talking to you about Big Bang, and Big Bang is something which is practically extract, not on the Big Bang level, but at a miniature level, understanding the black holes and all, is Light Hadron Collider is a wonderful experiment done in Geneva. So please, young students, start following these international projects. Don't allow anybody to waste your time and start doing some small miniature projects of your own, which has got practical importance and applicability to your nearby region. आपके यहाँ पोटैटो फार्मिंग होता है तो start working on automation in potato farming. Start relieving your parents, your uncle from the physical efforts. Let them enjoy your scientific thinking in this sense. This is important for India. This is what has happened all over world, where these countries are now taking status of developed nation. Developed nation is not about building temples, mosques, and churches. Developed nation is building the humanity with a strong use and correct use of the natural resources. So these technical answers will be given on by WhatsApp, and you will get a lot of resources on Google. Now I will wind up. I'll just request all of you once again, in case you like lecture, I don't need your thank you and that's and very good, you are very good. No, I need one small help from you. I want to address every district and tehsil of India and every country of world on scientific thinking so that people understand that they are living happily not because of some personal grace or because of some supernatural grace. They are living happily because of the hard-working human being who come and clean our toilet tanks. They come and ripe good farm products in their own land. So these things need to be understood by young generation. Work hard with your parents. Don't give your parents lecture of what you know. Work with them. So if this is clear, today we will close, and I will request all of you to the leave meeting. Kindly send your feedbacks on Google. Kindly send your questions by WhatsApp. In case you are interested, please form one science group of your district and add me into that. Thank you very much for your kind, patient listening and wonderful response. Once again, thank you very much to Christopher sir, means Bobby sir, and Principal sir. Sir, next lecture, which district we are taking, you have to convey me in Mizoram. We will finish Mizoram first. So now you are closing the session for me. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, then, everyone. Or thank you very much, sir. All the best to all of you. Thank you for being here.
Bye bye, sir. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye bye.